Hi, Mom.
Our platform party. Binod Tiwari, University Faculty Marshal. Morteza Ramatian, Interim Dean, Mahalo College of Business and Economics. Susan Baruja, Interim Dean, College of Engineering and Computer Science. Edward Fink, Interim Dean, College of Communications. Marie Johnson, Dean, College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Cheryl Fontaine, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Dale Merrill, Dean, College of the Arts. Alicia Kirkwood, Interim Dean of Students. Carrie Knutson Miller, Dean, University of Extended Education and Associate Vice President of International Programs and Global Engagement. Clement Guthrow, Dean, Pollock Library. Lori Rhodes, Dean, College of Health and Human Development. Gregory Sachs, Vice President for University Advancement. Lisa Kurtman, Dean, College of Education. Danny Kim, Vice President for Administration and Finance and Chief Financial Officer. David Forges, Vice President for Human Resources, Diversity and Inclusion. Vanessa Acuna, President, Alumni Association. Amir Dabirian, Vice President, Information Technology and Chief Information Technology Officer. Yanitza Berrios, President, Associated Students. Berenicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Emily Bonney, Chair, Academic Senate. Anil Puri, Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Jane Carney, CSU Trustee. Bill Rue, CEO, GE Digital, and our keynote speaker. Mildred Garcia, President.
Welcome to the California State University Fullerton Class of 2017 Commencement Ceremony. I'm Dr. Binod Tiwari, Professor of Civil and Environmental Engineering. It gives me great pleasure to serve as the University Faculty Marshal today. I congratulate you on your many achievements and extend you my wishes for a future of creativity, success, and happiness. Please stand as the Cal State Fullerton ROTC Honor Guard proceeds with the presentation of colors. Amy Schneeberger will then lead us in the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. The California State University Fullerton 2017 commencement ceremony has begun. There are many special guests in the audience today, and we extend our heartiest welcome to each and every one of you. On behalf of the university community and the class of 2017, we thank you for joining us to celebrate these graduates and their accomplishments. Each graduate will receive a certificate of recognition for participation at their college or program graduation ceremony, where their individual names will be called. The certificate is signed by the dean of their respective college and the president of the university. At this time, I would like to invite the president of California State University Fullerton, Dr. Mildred Garcia, to the lectern. Dr. Garcia.
Good morning, buenos dias. Thank you, Dr. Tawani. I am honored to recognize you as Cal State Fullerton's Outstanding Professor of the Year and grateful for your participation as Faculty Marshal for our 2017 commencement ceremonies. Much like the 11,000 diverse graduates we're honoring here this weekend, Dr. Tawani personifies our university-wide theme, Titans Reach Higher. Over the last several years, he's been recognized with the Outstanding Leadership Award from the College of Engineering and Computer Science, the Distinguished Faculty of the Year Award from the Cal State Fullerton Alumni Association, the Outstanding Faculty Scholarly and Creative Activities Award from the Office of the Provost, and the Outstanding Leadership Award from the American Society of Civil Engineers. Yet of all of these amazing successes, he's most proud of teaching, mentoring, and helping students achieve their academic dreams and life goals, from orientation all the way to graduation and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the recipient of our 2017 Outstanding Professor Award, Dr. Binod Tawari. At this time, I would also like to recognize and welcome CSU Trustee Jane Carney, whom you will hear from later in the ceremony. Trustee Carney. And now, class of 2017. It is my honor to welcome you to the most important day on the academic calendar and my favorite day of the year, your commencement. It is indeed a wonderful celebration, one that I suspect began last night, ran into the wee hours of the morning, you're kind of sleepy, and will likely continue throughout the weekend. But that's okay, graduates, you earned it. And per tradition, some of you are even boasting about your achievements with messages on the backs of your graduation caps. I saw one that said, "Nevertheless, she persisted." Another that said, "I can't believe we all wore the same thing." And one that proudly read, "Primera generación." Not to be outdone, family and friends are holding up signs of their own. I saw one father crying with joy, holding up a sign that read, "Does this mean you're finally moving out?" And I think I saw a mom holding up a sign that said, "We're here for you, mijita, but Dad's still looking for parking." But no matter what it says on the back of your cap or on your family signs, what language those messages are written in, or how long you've looked for parking this morning, you made it. You look absolutely amazing, and together, you are 11,000 degrees hotter. Congratulations. As president, I will repay you for your hard work with two things that will make you and your families incredibly happy. Number one, I will confer your degrees. And number two, I will keep this speech short. But before I finish, it is my duty as your president to remind you that you didn't get here alone. Look around you. You are surrounded by family, friends, faculty members, advisors, classmates, staff members who mentored you, taught you, and Snapchatted you when you needed it the most. But instead of Snapchatting, let's take it back to old school. Put down those phones and put your hands together and clap for all of those who supported you to get here today. Graduates now join an illustrious group of more than 250,000 alumni, lifelong Titans who continue to reach higher on behalf of the university and everyone who calls it home. As you join their ranks, there are three simple ways to ensure your future tracks with the legacy of your alma mater. Number one, keep learning. We Titans are lifelong learners, and while your degrees will open doors, It is your job to fill your mind with what's on the other side. Make this a habit, and the door will get bigger, revealing a breadth of knowledge beyond what you can even imagine. I know this because, like many of you, my path to commencement was anything but traditional. I was born and raised in the Brooklyn housing projects. I am the first in my family to graduate from college, but because I never stopped learning and had amazing faculty and staff, like you do, I achieved my ultimate dream, which is to help each of you achieve yours. Keep learning. Number 2, give back. Or perhaps what I should say is keep giving back. This year, Titan students performed 1.4 million hours of community service. Graduates, that is now your legacy. And I encourage you to spread the Titan spirit in your communities by reaching back to mentor at least one more person to achieve a university degree. As graduates, you now serve as a guiding light for those in your community who look to you to see what is possible. Shine bright for them, as so many have shined bright for you during your time here. Give back. And number 3, remember your alma mater, Cal State Fullerton. As you venture out into the world, remain connected to Cal State Fullerton. Share with us the many milestones of your life and career, and remember you are a Titan, and you will always be a Titan, and no matter where your journey takes you, you will always be that Titan. Make every day count. Make us proud. And in the incredible tradition, 60-year tradition of your alma mater, go out and make a difference. Felicidades, congratulations, class of 2017. Thank you, and remember, Titans reach higher. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Garcia. It is now my pleasure to introduce Trustee Zane Carney of the California State University Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Dr. Tawari, and good morning, class of 2017. On behalf of my colleagues on the California State University Board of Trustees and the nearly 500,000 students we serve, it is an honor to be with you here today to celebrate your outstanding achievements. I'm also proud to be here to thank the parents, families, friends, faculty, and staff, everyone who supported you on your journey to this important day. I know that some of you may be thinking, I can't wait to get out of here with my degree. Believe me, I remember that feeling. And you've worked so hard to get to this moment that no one could blame you for wanting to put that degree on your wall and put Cal State Fullerton in your rearview mirror. But life has a funny way of bringing you back to your roots. And there's something to the old expression, home is where the heart is. Make no mistake, Cal State Fullerton has been and will forever be your home. What's more, it has given you the knowledge and skills to create new homes, build new dreams, and reach new heights, not just for yourself, but for your families, your communities, and everyone in our diverse nation who now looks to you to see what is possible. And as you will quickly learn, with a college degree from the CSU, a lot is possible. That is why today we celebrate far more than a degree achieved. We honor a dream realized. And like any dream worth pursuing, your path to this stage was fraught with difficulties, from people who said you couldn't do it, to economic hardships that threatened to prove them right. But your presence this morning tells me that you not only have the intelligence and perseverance to achieve high goals in the face of formidable obstacles, but as proud graduates of the largest and most diverse system of higher education in this nation, you will continue blazing trails, breaking glass ceilings, and reaching higher. For these and many other reasons, I'm honored to be here to celebrate your achievements and welcome you into the CSU alumni base that is now more than 3 million graduates strong. Remain connected with us, and you will find that the CSU is not only a welcoming and inclusive home, but also a loving and supportive family. On behalf of the CSU Board of Trustees, it is my honor to welcome you into it with open arms. Congratulations, class of 2017.
Thank you, Trustee Kearney. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Bernicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President of Student Affairs. Dr. Eanes.
Good morning, Titans. You look wonderful. We have great, high hopes for you. Today, I want to express to you that our great hope is that your Titan experience has prepared you for a few important things. First of all, I want to remind you that here, we hope you learned resilience, the ability to fall down and to get back up. Get back up and get back up. We know that you have been in situations here that will teach you resilience for the rest of your life. Next, we want to be sure that you understand that the experiences that you have had here prepare you for your life. The study away, the work study, the study abroad, working in the gastronome, working in the rec center, athletics, all of the things, the undergraduate research, all of the things, the working in the lab, every experience has taught you how to be in an experience. Please take that with you. And most of all, please remember that it is here that you are getting your lifelong friends, friendships that should stay with you for a lifetime. It is our great hope that here, during your Titan experience, that you gathered a friend that you never thought you would have. You have learned to be in a community that is more diverse than many of your colleagues will ever be. We are very, very proud of you, and we are grateful that you have decided to invest in yourself through education, your education, which is a game changer. It is going to change your game. We are gratified by the fact that you spend time with us, and we are congratulating you. Congratulations to all of you. I would now like to introduce Ms. Vanessa Acuna, President of the California State Fullerton Alumni Association and alumni of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, class of 2002, and College of Education, class of 2007. Ms. Acuna.
Thank you, Dr. Eanes. Good morning, graduates. I'd like to begin with an excerpt from the writings of Theodore Roosevelt. This piece is from Citizenship in the Republic, but is often referred to as the man in the arena. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end triumph of high achievement, and who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. I've been thinking a lot about this piece lately because I believe that no truer words have ever been written to describe the place in which all of you sit here today. Take a moment and look around you. Those to your left and your right are your comrades. These buildings, this campus is your arena. During your years at Cal State Fullerton, you donned your backpack uniform, your shields of textbooks, and your weapons of smart devices. Fully armed, you fearlessly entered the arena. The armor and weapons may have evolved since my days in the arena, however, their vulnerabilities remain the same. Everyone here has come up short in one way or another. Everyone here knows defeat. Despite these setbacks, you all have mustered the strength to continue to exhibit devotion, enthusiasm, and fortitude. These attributes will prove to be invaluable as you enter arenas beyond Cal State Fullerton. You take with you the armor and strength you gained here wherever you may go. Usually, at this point, it is advised not to look back. I'm not going to do that. I believe it is important to march forward, but never forget the paths you've taken. As I mentioned before, the Titans sitting around you have been in the same arena with you and undoubtedly have the same aspirations as you. It is for this reason that I encourage all of you to stay connected to the university, keep in touch with professors, participate in campus activities, and expand your network by joining the Alumni Association. You never know when you're going to rely on a member of the Titan family. Just remember, one Titan can only reach so high, but when combined, Titans reach higher. Congratulations, class of 2017, and welcome to the Titan Alumni family.
Thank you, Ms. Acuna. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Emily Bonney, Professor of Liberal Studies and the Chair of Academic Senate, who will give greetings on behalf of the faculty.
Good morning, graduates, family and friends, and honored guests. I am honored to have the opportunity to say a few words on this incredible occasion. It's truly daunting to look out at the sea of the graduates and their loyal, loving supporters. You leave here this morning equipped with the toolkit that your education has provided, ready to take on any and all challenges that confront you. Fortunately, we believe those challenges will not include those that arise on Game of Thrones. But first, congratulations are in order. You should begin by congratulating yourselves for the diligence and dedication that have brought you to this moment. So a round of applause for the class of 2017. Second, you did not make this journey alone. So we should now take a moment to recognize and thank the friends and family for their support along the way. Commencement speakers, even those charged as I am with making only a few brief remarks, face a real challenge. You graduates want to be, or at least you want to seem to be, attentive. But there are just too many distractions, family, friends, and the prospects of celebration. And it's difficult to find words suitable to the occasion that don't seem trite. But I'll try anyway. My message is that you can now make choices you may never have imagined. Since you arrived on this campus, you have had the opportunity to interact with talented and committed faculty and staff, as well as with all the other students who have traveled with you. You know things you didn't know before, and that's great. But more important, because of these experiences, you've acquired ways of thinking that expand the choices you can make, both professionally and personally, and that power to choose is the real treasure. You can quite literally be anything you want to be, and you can change that along the way. Because my college gave me new ways to think, I could start here as a part-time faculty member, then go to law school and on to private practice for a decade, and still return in 2001 in a tenure-track position. I tell you this just to illustrate how empowered you are as a result of the time you have spent here. And you develop these ways of thinking and the power to choose that goes with them by all you have done at CSUF. Working crazy hours while going to school full-time, coming back to school after years of doing something else, engaging in service on campus and in the community, cultivating a love of learning, and inspiring all of us who have been lucky enough to work with you. We, the faculty, staff, and administrators who have watched your progress, can claim only modest credit for your achievements, but we're very proud of you. On behalf of the Academic Senate, the faculty and staff of California State University, Fullerton, I thank you for spending your time at CSUF learning with us, congratulate you on your achievements, and encourage you to celebrate those today. Congratulations once again, class of 2017. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Yanitza Barrios, President of the California State University Fullerton Associated Students.
Thank you, Dr. Bonnie. Family, friends, faculty, distinguished guests, and most importantly, graduates, good morning and congratulations. You've all made it to commencement this morning, so that must mean you were able to find parking. Sometimes it feels like that accomplishment is worthy of a diploma. Once again, my name is Yanitza Barrios, and it has been my honor serving as your ASI president this past year. And something not many people know about me is that I'm a twin. Are there any twins in the crowd? There's my twin. So I'm a twin. We're fraternal. No, we don't look alike. No, she didn't come to Cal State Fullerton. Yes, I'm the cooler one. Right, Tati? Growing up with a twin was great. I always had someone by my side and someone to go through life experiences with. But at 18, we each decided to attend different universities. I initially thought I was happy to finally get away from my sister, but I was wrong. I no longer had someone to lean on. I had to make my own friends, fight my own battles, and for the first time in years, go through a new chapter in my life completely alone. I shared this story, not to brag that I'm a twin, but for the underlying lesson. College is a transitional process. Whether you're coming from a school of 400 or 4,000, making the change to a campus of nearly 40,000 is a huge change, and change is uncomfortable. When I first started at Cal State Fullerton, I was so excited to experience all the expectations I had set for college and myself. But in the first couple of semesters, it wasn't everything I had hoped and dreamed for. I remember calling my mom after classes when I was in tears, saying that I wasn't really enjoying college and I still felt alone. But as the months passed, I soon realized that we're all in this together. We all understand the struggle of getting to campus at 8 a.m. for the 10 a.m. class because we didn't want to park our cars in Lot G, aka Narnia. We all experience the chaos finals brings and have seen students taking naps in the most unique positions, or maybe we've been those students. And we've waited in very long lines at Starbucks for that much-needed caffeine. So I guess it makes sense on why people want to run in their underwear at the end of the semester. But it was all the hardships, obstacles, and successes that allow us to look back and feel like damn proud Titans. Now as we look ahead, future careers await us of saving lives, inventions, performances, educating future Titans, business interactions, and so much more. Our faculty, advisors, mentors, family, friends, and others all helped us get here today. Cal State Fullerton has equipped us with the necessary tools to better prepare ourselves for the workforce and to help us find our niche in the world. I would like to take a moment for all of us to thank our supporters once again for helping us get here today. I know I wouldn't be here had it not been for my support system, especially my family, porque sin ustedes definitivamente no estaría aquí. College was about learning how to become the best versions of ourselves and how to be a positive contribution to society. And as we shed some tears along the way, we must look at the future with bright smiles. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to the class of 2017. We did it.
Thank you, Yanitza. It is now my pleasure to invite President Garcia back to the lectern to introduce the keynote speaker. President Garcia.
It is now my honor to introduce your commencement speaker, a proud Titan alumnus, and the CEO for GE Digital, as well as Senior Vice President and Chief Digital Officer for GE, Mr. Bill Rue. Bill is joined by his wife, Karen. Welcome, Karen. As GE's digital CEO, Bill oversees a $6 billion business that provides premier digital software solutions and services for the industrial world. Rue joined GE Digital in 2011 to establish the company's industrial internet strategy and led the convergence of the physical and digital worlds within the corporation. A 30-year veteran of the software and internet industries, Bill is an accomplished author and a frequent speaker on such topics as emerging business models, cloud computing, analytics, and more. But my favorite part of his resume is this. He earned bachelor's and master's degrees in computer science from Cal State Fullerton. That's right, let's give that a round of applause. He is the personification of the phrase, once a Titan, always a Titan. And he has consistently remained connected to his alma mater in support of its mission, students, and alumni. Just last year, he was instrumental in securing the $150,000 grant from the GE California State University Innovation Challenge, a competition that awarded scholarships and GE internships to engineering and computer science students who created innovative and sustainable campus apps. For these reasons and many, many more, Bill is one of only 138 of our more than 260,000 alumni to be recognized with the Vision and Visionary Award, the highest honor the university bestows upon its graduates. I know that many graduates sitting here today aspire to follow in his footsteps, and I am honored to introduce him to you today. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming a proud alumnus and the commencement speaker for the Titan class of 2017, Bill Rue.
So let me offer my congratulations. You will not get tired of hearing that this weekend, and starting Monday, it will all stop, so really soak it in and enjoy it. Look, today you join a really exclusive club as a fellow alum. And I would encourage you to maintain some relationship, both with the university, your professors, and your classmates going forward. I care deeply about this institution, and so should you, because it represents you, me, and all our fellow Titans. Now, I sat here 34 years ago getting my bachelor's and 33 years ago getting my master's, and which many of you were not even born or even thought about back then. I thought I would just start with comparing the times, because it was a different time in many ways. If most of you may not remember, but back then the Dow Stock Exchange was 1,250. Today it stands at 22,000, so it's 20 times bigger. In addition, the interest rate was 11% back then, and today it's 1%. Now you might say, why do I care about that? Because when I sat in your shoes, we looked at retirement and didn't think that the stock market was going to do all that well, because it wasn't, and we thought we'd never buy a house. So in many ways, things are better today. Also, technology advances. I want to give you the two greatest technology advances in 1983. In 1983, cuisine would never be the same when McDonald's introduced the chicken nugget. Now, I will tell you, I went to college without a chicken nugget, so... But there was a second major advance in 1983 was Microsoft Word. Yes, Microsoft Word was introduced the year I graduated, and this stunk, because before that we had to use IBM Selectric typewriters. Whiteout was the greatest technology advance of the day. And in 1984, PowerPoint didn't exist, and you may wonder how your professors ever taught without PowerPoint. Yes, that's true. We lived without PowerPoint. I think that, so while the world was different, in many ways it was the same. Back then, I think we lived under a constant threat to our society. Many of you don't think about it anymore, but this was the height of the Cold War. In fact, 1983 was considered the height because in 1983 there was a computer glitch with a Soviet computer which seemed to indicate the US had launched nuclear missiles. The protocol in those days was to launch back. Fortunately, the Soviet officer in charge decided to double check, which was a good thing, it turns out, and it would be a different world had he followed the protocol. But that threat has continued to subside. However, in 1983, the Marine barracks in Beirut were bombed, and that foreshadowed the kinds of threats we see today. I think probably more interesting was, you might not realize it, but we lived in a lot of political strife in 1983. We had elected an outsider as president who had come in to change Washington, D.C. There were certainly scandals in the White House, hostility between the parties. Just to let you know, that all worked itself out. But lastly, we were coming out of what we thought was a bad recession. We thought it was the Great Recession. We didn't realize the Great Recession was going to come in 2008. And I'll tell you, many of my fellow grads were still looking for jobs months after they graduated. So, look, I think what I would take away from this is you go through your career, you cannot control the economy, politics, society. These are things that are going to happen to you. There is one thing you can control, and if I give you one piece of advice, you need to own your own story. This is probably the most important thing you can do over the next 30 to 40 years. And I want to give you some of the great advice I've received, really 5 pieces of advice that came from my mentors, my sponsors, my friends, my family that helped guide me. And these 5 principles I've applied to really making my career what it is. And I think it helps you live with the ups and downs that the economy and everything else is going to bring, because when I graduated, I thought there's no way we're going to have, the good old days are gone. Of course, everybody thinks '83 was the good old days. So first, the 5 things. First, hope is not a strategy. You really need to develop a strategy for your career. And best advice I got, which I thought was as goofy as it could be, was write down the 10 things I wanted to accomplish in my career. And I wrote things down, like I said, I want to publish a book. Now, I had no idea how to publish a book. I never had an idea that I could publish a book. But by writing down these 10 things, I understood what I wanted to accomplish in my career, and they were somewhat bold. The thing is, when opportunities came to me to do this, I seized on them. So it turned out I was given an opportunity to write a book, and I ended up writing 4 of them, not thinking back in the 80s when I graduated I'd ever be able to write one. And here's an interesting thing. 2 weeks ago, I accomplished my last one on my original list as I went on the board of a public company, the Magnet Corporation. So it may take you 30 years, but think bold. Think of what you want in your career. Don't define it by the companies you work for, the salaries you're getting, the titles, but what you want to accomplish in your life. And bring it up every once in a while to see where you're going. I think this is a great way to think about it. Second, learning starts today. Your president said this. I could tell you that a lot of people think, okay, I'm done with this learning stuff. And the fact is, we live in a world of high competition, and I think you've got to be committed to constantly learning. I think your success depends on taking charge of your learning. Don't expect your employer to help you. They might offer some classes, but you need to own the learning. Read, go to conferences, come back to lectures here at the university. Look, my favorites are YouTube and TED Talks. I'm constantly learning. I graduated as a computer science degree. In 5 years, I was managing people. I was no longer using computer science. I had to be a business major. Turned out I graduated with the wrong stinking degree here. So, I had to learn how to be a business leader. That's not what they taught me. And I want you to think about this one story as you go forward in learning. You are in competition all the time with lots of other people in your career. I want you to remember the story of the bear and the 2 hikers. And the 2 hikers are in the woods. The bear, they run into a grizzly bear. The bear sees them, it starts to charge. One hiker gets ready to run, then turns around to see the other hiker sitting on the ground putting on running shoes. And the one hiker says, "What are you doing? We got to run." And the other hiker looks at him and says, "I don't have to outrun the bear. I just got to outrun you." And I think you don't have to be perfect in your life, but you do have to be better than your competition. Think about it. Third thing, develop relationships. Everybody says get a mentor. I'd say 3 things. Get a mentor, get a sponsors, get a network. And the mentor is probably the least important. Mentors are good to tell you what you don't want to hear. Sponsors are committed to helping you in your career. Networks are the best way to find opportunities and to move forward. And by the way, hope is not a strategy again. You can't hope to get a mentor. You've got to actively pursue it. They are going to look for young people, by the way, who are smart, likable, and listen. Ask yourself, are you listening or are you talking? And if you do, you'll find people will embrace you into these roles. Networks are about getting to know people. You know, over time, they bring you the best opportunities. And this is how I got to write my first book. This is how I got on a board, was my network brought me into these. You can use online tools, and those are great, but I would just say, you're at parties, at conferences, at airports, be open to meet and learn from others. Fourth, learn to be a great communicator. I will tell you, I was the worst communicator, the most nervous speaker when I graduated college. I didn't want to speak in front of 10 people, never mind 10,000 people. But I realized that the people who were moving ahead were not the smartest. They were the people who could speak with clarity and confidence in any setting. So if you're smart and you speak with clarity and confidence, you're going to find that you will move forward. In the end, I used Rule 2. I spent a lot of time reading, learning, and practicing in order to be able to speak confidently in front of people. Lastly, pick your boss, not your job. When you work for a boss that's inspiring and rising, your boat will rise with them. You work your best, you learn more, and you grow faster. Look, you're going to work with and for turkeys at times. Don't let them get you down. Continue to look for those bosses that can help you be the best and you can grow with. So as I end here, as you walk up, it ends one of the most important chapters in your life, but there's plenty of chapters to go. I really encourage you to think about this idea of owning your story. Don't let it happen to you. Figure out what you want it to be. Think bold, write it down. I wish you all the best and congratulations on this awesome achievement, and welcome to the Cal State Fullerton Alumni Club. Thank you very much.
Please join me in thanking Bill for the inspiring talk to remind us that we need to create our own story. Let's, again, give him a round of applause. It is now my pleasure to invite Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Neil Puri, to the lectern. Dr. Puri.
Thank you, President Garcia. And good morning to the 2017 class of Cal State Fullerton. It is a great honor to be here to celebrate this tremendous achievement in your personal and professional journeys. Every graduate here has worked extremely hard in pursuit of a brighter tomorrow for yourself, our communities, our nation, and indeed the world. Let no one doubt the sacrifices you have made to be here today, and let no one question your drive and your perseverance. I'm immensely proud to call you Titans, now and for the rest of your lives. And I know that you will soon show the world what it really means to reach higher. Let's give a loud round of applause to the Titans class of 2017. It is now time to recognize and perform the hooding ceremony for the graduates in the Cal State Fullerton Doctorate of Education program. May the graduates please approach. A doctorate is the highest level of academic degree and accomplishment, and we are very proud of these Titans who have achieved this high standard at the pinnacle of academic achievement. Dr. Lisa Kurtman, Dean of the College of Education, and I will perform the hooding ceremony. Dean Kurtman.
Carla Debro Harris. Thomas I. Lind. Osmara Reyes Osorio. Mary Dreyer. Shaos Shan Jin. Joyce Lee Yang. Enes Gonzalez Les Perez Chica. Sigrid Williams. Menodora Moldovanu. Jessica Merka Noon Age. Renu Walzinger. Matthew Russo. Angel Hernandez. David Taiwan Lin. Brent Mountis. Fariba Bolirie. George Lopez.
Congratulations to these outstanding graduates on their important accomplishment. It is now time to recognize those graduates who have earned their bachelor's degree with honors. Outstanding scholastic achievements at the baccalaureate level are recognized upon completion of degree requirements by the awarding of honors. In recognition of their scholastic excellence, all honors graduates are presented with a medallion with the seal of California State University Fullerton imprinted on it and the level of honors engraved on the reverse. Although their names are annotated in the commencement program, I would like to recognize each group of honors students now. Individuals graduating summa cum laude, wearing their medallion with blue ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Individuals graduating magna cum laude, wearing their medallion with orange ribbons, please stand and remain standing. And individuals graduating cum laude, wearing their medallion with white ribbons, please stand. Congratulations to all of our honors graduates. We are very proud of you. Please be seated. Now we have reached the moment that you all have been waiting for. Will all doctorate graduates and candidates please stand? Will all master's graduate and candidates please stand? Will all baccalaureate graduates and candidates please stand? President Garcia, on behalf of the faculty of California State University Fullerton, I'm pleased and honored to present to you the graduates and candidates of the class of 2017 for the conferring of their degrees.
Ready? Are you ready? Thank you, Dr. Puri. Doctorate in Education Program graduates and candidates, master's graduates and candidates, baccalaureate graduates and candidates. It is with great privilege and honor before valued family and friends, and upon the recommendation of the administration and teaching faculty of the California State University Fullerton, and by the authority vested in me as president of the university by the CSU Board of Trustees, to confer upon all of you completing requirements the degrees for which your name is listed in our commencement program, together with the rights, privileges, opportunities, and responsibilities to our society attached thereto. Your diplomas will stand as testimony to your possession of these degrees. As a symbol of conferral of your degree, baccalaureate candidates may now move that tassel from the right side of the caps to the left. Congratulations, felicidades. We are so very proud of you, class of 2017. Congratulations.
The 2017 University Commencement Ceremony is now completed. We ask that everyone remain seated as the platform party exits. When the platform party has exited, please proceed to the location of your college or department ceremony. Congratulations to our 2017 graduates and their families and friends attending today. We hope you enjoy your day on campus. The 2017 University Commencement Ceremony for California State University Fullerton is now concluded. Congratulations to all of you for reaching this significant milestone of your life.